For me, the most stressful thing about being an artist is the uncertainty of your success. We have so many artists out there that work hours, days, weeks, months, years, decades, trying their hardest to get their work out, trying their hardest to be seen, to be known, to get some type of notoriety. And for me, I don't know if it's, because of getting this new job, but I realize how many hours I put into my work. And every shift, I go in there and all I can think about is the CEO of the company. I don't think about the customers. I don't think about how hard I'm going to work. I think about the CEO of the company because I always wonder, they must be on the beach somewhere with their feet propped up, drinking a margarita, enjoying their best life, while we as employees work to keep them there. I always get this depression over me that maybe if I put in half the work I'm putting into this company, into myself, I can be that CEO on the beach drinking a margarita. Me personally, there's two people. There's the people that made it, that have their seat in the throne, that's good, they're safe, they're eating, they don't have anything to worry about. You have the people that are up and coming, that are getting noticed, and they're coming for the people at the table, and they're rising to riches and fame. And then you have what I call us in the trenches. The ones that probably have the most talent and the most work ethic and the most love and blood, sweat, and tears, but just whether it's luck or bad misfortune or income, can't make it. And for me, as a writer and as a person that has written so many books, so many stories, so many poems, if you're a writer, you know to complete a book, you need a lot of discipline. You need a lot of determination. It is the most mentally exhausting thing you would do when it comes to being a creative. Finding the words, word building, making sure punctuation is great, making sure your characters are right. Is your story even good? And as a person that struggles with mental illness, depression, anxiety, all I think about is I need to work harder than I did yesterday because I know there's people out there working harder than me. I need to write today because I know if I don't, somebody else is going to get to the money. And so you start to get this mindset of, I can't stop because if I stop, somebody's going to surpass me. If I stop, I'm not going to do good. I'm going to digress. And I don't think people realize, even with those that struggle with mental illness and depression, it's already hard for us to do everyday activities like taking care of ourselves or going out or socializing. And so I think when it comes to the things that we love, the things that should give us peace, there's that struggle. Writing and talking to my audience is my peace of mind, is my love, is my worth. And even those days when I can't even do that, it makes you feel weak or broken as a person because, damn, the only thing that only gives me peace and happiness, I can't even do that because of the sadness that resides inside of me. And then you're thinking about all the goals that you could have hit if I wrote today, or maybe if I did 2 episodes instead of 1. You think about all the opportunities that might be sliding from under your feet because you want to lay down in bed all day and not do anything. And I think the most important thing about being a creative is knowing to take breaks. Everybody gets creative block. Everybody gets writer's block. But a lot of us don't know how to deal with it. A lot of us go into this mindset and start to become even more depressed because I can't create, I can't work, I can't be productive. Why can't I pick up a pen and write a word? Why can't I pick up a microphone and say something? Why can't I paint something and make it look good? And so you start to think, if I just let it go altogether, it won't hurt me anymore because I don't have to worry about it. And so many artists lose their love for the craft because they rather leave the craft alone instead of working through the pain. I think in today's society, we live on this hustler mentality. You know, work every day and then you sleep when you're dead. When you reach goals, you can't celebrate them because guess what? You got another goal to reach. You got another goal to finish. You got another opportunity to take. I remember when I was at 15 subscribers on my YouTube channel, I will read other people that be like, oh my God, I have 400 subscribers and I feel like I'm not doing anything. And I remember thinking, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I wish I had 400 subscribers. And then I got to 400 subscribers and then I realized I wasn't satisfied because I was looking at people that had 1,000 subscribers, 2,000, 1,000,000, whatever, and wishing I wish I had that instead. I never realized that every goal that I wanted or asked for, I accomplished because I was constantly thinking I needed to stay relevant. I needed to stay busy. I needed to keep going. I never took the time to allow myself to feel success, to feel that happiness. I always told my friend, if I ever met someone that worked as hard as me, I'll be afraid. Because I know how much I want my dream to come true. I know how much I want to work and be great and make a change and make an impact in this life. And I always said, if I met someone with the same mentality of me, I wouldn't know what to do. The most scariest thing is realizing that there are millions of others hungry just like you. And that's why they tell you, create tunnel vision. Just focus on your goal, focus on your lane, focus on your path. Don't look to the side, don't look behind you, don't look in front of you. Just focus on where you're going. And that's great advice. Because when you realize I have 3 tiers of people fighting for the same thing, it becomes scary, it becomes unmotivating. It makes you wonder, will I ever make it? And for a long time, even from the start of making the creations I've made in my life, I always wonder, is this work I'm putting in going to be worth it? Is me investing all these hours and time and money and pain and tears and love going to be worth it at the end? Am I going to be the CEO on the beach with a margarita in his hand? I think that's the most beautiful thing about having like a 9-to-5 job, like being a doctor, being a lawyer, being, something that's certain, is because you know you're going to get paid. You know what you have to do to make it. But when you want a career where all you have is your faith and your heart and your work, and you need people to believe in you and to fight for you to get to where you need to be, it's scary. And so a lot of us don't take breaks. A lot of us don't know how to sit down, or are afraid to, or feel ashamed. No one should ever feel ashamed to want to sleep. No one should ever feel ashamed to want to lay down and relax and reset themselves. But I sit there constantly thinking, I need to work. I need to write some more or create. And then I realize it leads me to ultimate burnout every single time, because I never allowed my body to get that rest that it needed, that it deserved. I realize everything I'm fighting for, I'm going to get. It might not be as fast as I want. It might not be when I want, but I'll get it eventually. And I think when we as artists realize we need to be easy on ourselves and understand that you don't always have to fight every single day to be better. You don't always have to live by that mentality of be 1% better than the day before, because sometimes it's okay to be stagnant. Sometimes it's okay not to work at all or to relax. Your work will speak for itself. So many of us spend our lives trying to prove to others we're great, we're amazing, love me, look at me, pay attention to me, but your work speaks for itself. I told my friend, I said, with the novel I'm working on right now, I said, I sure hope the people love what I've written when I publish it. And she said to me, the sad thing about it is no one's going to care about all the drafts you made. No one's going to care about the times you cried, the pain, the happiness, the good times and the bad times that took you to create your art piece. They're going to care about the finished product, and they're going to critique you on the finished product, not on how you felt, not on the hours you spent on it, but the finished book. And I told her, I said, you're completely right. And I said, it feels upsetting to think that way, but it's true. People don't care about the time you took to build something. They just want to see the end result. And if it takes you years to get there, it doesn't matter. I think the best thing is just don't waste your time, but also realize when to take time for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? For me, I know it's hard for me to sit down, for me to relax, because I know how much I want this. I know how much I want people to see me, and I want my work to make a difference. But I know that as long as I do what I have to do to create my art in this work of peace, everything else will fall into place. But we need to realize that our mental health comes first. Our peace of mind, our sanity, and our heart comes first before anything we ever put out there. Because we need to be clear and understanding of oneself before putting ourselves through trauma and obstacles to make something subpar. I know everything I said is easier said than done, because even I haven't fully grasped the concept of understanding to take a break and to be kind on myself and to relax when needed. But I wanted to make this video because I want everyone else to know that it's okay not to always show up. It's okay to not always give your 100%. Sometimes you literally can't. Sometimes you literally can't give the best of you. Sometimes you're 25, you're 5, you're 10 is all you can give, and that's okay to accept. I don't deserve to feel stressed because of the uncertainty of my future. This hobby, this career that I want to pursue is supposed to make me happy, and it's supposed to make me have endless amount of joy. And the moment it does not give you that is the moment you need to take the time to reset yourself and figure out, why is something that I love so much bringing me so much pain, bringing me so much discomfort, when it was the thing that gave me peace at one point?